Hey guys, welcome to etrailer.com. I'm Bobby, and today we're taking a look at the Yakima OffGrid cargo basket on our 2020 Chevy Traverse. Now this is going to be a great way of course, getting that cargo out of our car up onto our roof. While that might be an easy option for us, a lot of these Traverses don't come with hitches, so getting this up on a roof is going to be a good option rather than having to get that hitch, then get the cargo basket. All we got to do, hopefully get something that's not going to cost us nearly as much to get that affordability on top of here. Keep in mind too, we do get a lot of space in the Traverse. However, when we start getting a lot more people, especially in those back rows, not a lot of room. So this can be a great option for us, as well as getting us a couple different features to hopefully get some more accessories on here. So we're not losing that entire space just to our cargo. Hopefully now we can go ahead and maybe get some bikes up on there, maybe a kayak carrier or two if we're feeling crazy. So let's hop up on here, look at the installation, and get some dimensions. Installation is going to be pretty straightforward. It's actually very simple. These foot pads can be a little daunting to look at, but there's not too much going on. As you can see here, we do have just a metal strip with some rubber strapping around it, just to prevent any kind of damage to our vehicle as we want to loop it through. Now, I would be careful with this if you're really conscious about that roof. We don't want that snapping back into place when we start tightening it. But as you can see, we just simply want to bring this around our crossbar. Now, these will fit most of your standard crossbars. If you look though, it looks like it's going to fit those arrow bars just a little bit cleaner. Definitely still going to be mount to that square and those circles and your factories. However, the arrow bar is definitely what it seems to want to be going on. As you can see, we just have this inner bolt here that's actually connected to the other side of the stripping on the inside. So as we pull this tight, hopefully we're going to be pulling that stripping in on itself, making it nice and taut for us. Just pulling in that strap to actually get it nice and secured around our bar. And as we get it pulled in, we actually want to go ahead and bring this down like so. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more tension on there just so it's not pulling itself quite so much. And get that clipped into place. And this guy's wanting to get up. There we go. You see, going to hold itself in place. Now, this is where I would recommend maybe picking up a couple locking cores from Yakima, as they don't actually come with one. Why that is that Yakima does have the same key system, so we can actually get this key alike to all of our other Yakima products if we have any. However, it doesn't come with this one innately out of the box, but I definitely recommend picking up at least one or two just to secure our rack to our vehicle. Now, to get some quick dimensions here, if we take a look on the inside, our internal height dimensions to the top of our crossbar here is going to be, let's go ahead and make it easy on us, 5 inches to the top of our internal dimensions, while being, pardon me with my finagling here, from the inside to the inside is going to be 37.5 inches to the inside there. Probably going to be 35 at the very bottom. And taking a look from the back to the end of our fairing here is going to be about 40 inches on the internal dimensions there, maybe a little bit lower if you're taking it from the bottom to the very edge. However, you can see we are getting a very nice spread of dimensions here. Another thing I wanted to point out is this fairing at the top here. This is going to be great of actually just cutting down some of that wind. We're not going to be hearing it in that noise nearly as much. Hopefully going to be a little bit of a bug shield for any of our cargo that we have up on the top here. Another thing great about it, you can actually remove it if you need to, which is going to be great if you have any longer items that you do need to protrude through the front. We can actually go ahead and take this guy off. As you can see, it's got a pretty nice, clean design to it. Makes it look pretty stylish from the front though, so I'd definitely be sure I'd be keeping that on. You do lose a little bit of space just as it's closing down, but as I mentioned before, quite easily to remove. Taking a look at the top of this bar as well, you can see that we have a nice couple adapter bars strewn across here. Basically all these do, going to give you a ability to either want to separate our cargo, we can put this into different grids, or if we're even feeling really crazy, we can go ahead, maybe throw a bike mount up on top of here, so that way we can actually utilize the top of these bars, maybe throw a J-style kayak carrier, a couple other accessories will actually be able to fit quite nicely on here. And if we take a quick look at the back end, things that I love about it as well, you do have that open basket style. Now that might not seem as secure as if you had just, your raised rails all around it. However, what's great about that as well, as we mentioned, if you have any long items, we don't actually have to remove anything. We can go ahead and let them hang out the back. Maybe we got a really long board. Maybe we're just hauling some stuff, some lumber around. It's a great great option to actually just go ahead and kick that all the way through. So I actually kind of like it. Taking a look at the grid itself too, we're not going to have any issues with any kind of water buildup. As you can see, the largest point contact we have is actually these holding bars where our feet actually sit on, and those also have a pretty nice runoff. So I don't think we're going to have any issue getting any mud, water, any kind of weather debris out of there with no problem at all. I really like this rack. It has a lot of features that's going to make it great. Obviously, you're getting a lot of tie-down points to actually secure your stuff to your vehicle, which is going to be very useful if we have any long items that we actually want to get in there. You don't actually see a lot of those cargo baskets giving you that opportunity to put some of those longer items in there, so it's nice that we get that option. Obviously, Yakima always looks pretty good on vehicles as well, and those adapter bars up top going to make it very useful if we want to stay active. Getting some of those bikes up on our roof, especially with the Traverses not coming with a lot of hitches, can be a really good way of getting those bikes to the trail with us. Well, I think that about does it for a look at the Yakima OffGrid 44-inch cargo basket on our 2020 Chevy Traverse. I'm Bobby. Thank you for watching.